was the, oh my gosh.
That was the engine of the day.
Yeah, oh, this was the crown jewel
Of the day.
GM, yeah. Welcome to Car Shops and Collections. I appreciate everyone that is watching the show and that has been supporting the show over almost the past 3 years now. Now today, it's all about the Ratty rides, Ratty muscle cars that need to be rescued. We're gonna meet Johnny, who owns a 1968 Camaro that's called HELLBOUND. We did a whole episode on him. This is the yard that he rescued his Camaro from. Now the guy that owns the yard has a bunch of other classics that he wants to get rid of. So we're gonna go see them before he does. So we got some, there's an IROC in there, there's a couple GTAs, there's some Novas, there's some really cool rides. It's somewhere back there, Gene. So why don't we get in my car and explore this yard and try to find the right spot. There we go. Yeah, there's the Trans Am, old school Camaro right there. Like I said, these are ratty and these need to be rescued. Look at this Firebird right here. There's another Pontiac Trans Am back there. We got box truck back there, square body. All right, looks like we're the first ones here. That's a great truck. This is the guy's collection that he's getting rid of. We just need Johnny and the owner of the collection to be here. How's it going?
Did you talk to
Johnny? Yeah, he said he's coming.
Did you talk to him in the last 20 minutes?
No, what'd he say?
Yeah, he talked to me. He called me a little bit ago and said he stopped to get gas, went click, 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 battery. Yeah, battery's bad.
Oh, so he's
looking for a jump.
Oh, jeez. The pieces of the puzzle are coming together. I found Don, who's the owner of these cars, and this is part of his yard back here. Thanks for having us out here this morning, man.
No problem.
And then we realized Johnny, he has some car issues. He's on his way.
Yep.
He's on his way.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah, car gods are watching out, yeah.
He'll be here.
Yeah.
But I wanted to jump into this because this collection back here, I think this is so cool. How long have you been gathering these amazing vehicles?
I don't want to say because then my age comes up, but probably, I've got my first car at home. It's one of these little trucks.
Oh, really? Okay.
I've had it 50 years.
Did you really?
Yeah, first car.
That's fantastic. You still have it. How did this
I have
come
it.
together, though?
And then this started with the love of them.
Yeah.
The love, not as so much as like the flippers of today, but more of the love and to preserve and like them.
Keep them alive. A chance for this car to come back, and we're looking at a 67. This is Gen 1, year 1 of the Pontiac Firebird.
Exactly.
And we can tell just by looking, you're saying, how can you tell it's a 67? 67 had the side window here. That was gone in 68, so we know this is a 67 Firebird.
You are correct.
Another Firebird up front here. And this is a 1969 Firebird, correct?
You know your stuff.
1969, and here's how we can tell. Oh my gosh, this is great. So just looking at it, what's gonna jump out back here is right here, almost like the Firebird emblem, which came in 1969.
Exactly.
Wow.
And they were almost like by themselves, like the Camaro, almost like a 1 year only. Where the 7s and 8s had a lot of commonality, it's really hard for most people to tell. 9s, they kind of stand alone on a lot of things. They don't interchange with 7s and 8s on a lot of the body pieces.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the DNA is in the same in the 67 and the 68. You start seeing, and the front end too, right? The front end was different in the 69.
The bare bones are still first generation. They just kind of made the body a little more one-off than the 7s and 8s.
People watching right now, and someone wants, is everything here for sale? Everything is for sale, yeah.
Yes, everything is, but everything's got a story. Everything's got a level of my love for it or dislike for it, or they're all different.
And you can get in touch with us, and I can get in touch with Don. So Each one, like, do you remember when you got the 69?
Well, a lot of these go back, this probably goes back 30 years.
Oh, what, really?
Yeah, and actually it's a Formula 400.
Is it?
But when I got it, the front end, you can see the damage here.
Yeah.
The front end was completely totaled. It was just and I got it at an auction. I would get vehicles at auctions at tow yards or different ways. But yeah, I got it at an auction. It still had the original motor, 400, Muncie 4-speed. And the Firebirds is such a complicated front end, and I'm more of a Chevy guy.
Okay.
But I still kept it, and thinking somebody would want to restore it, put the whole front end in, but I still have it.
It is so neat. Pontiac Trans Am.
89.
89. So this is 1989.
GTA.
It's a GTA.
Yes. And a lot of times I would go, if it was an auction, I would go to auctions, and a lot of times I would pick the Trans Ams or the IROCs for the car and for the engine. That was
Oh my gosh.
that was the engine of the day.
Yeah, oh, this was the crown jewel
Of
of
the day.
GM, yeah.
Yes.
1989 Trans Am GTA.
Yes. Tune port, 5.7.
Yes, go on.
Just monster of an at its time, 1989.
Yes.
That was, yeah.
We featured
it.
an 88 GTA. They came out in 87. We featured an 88, Ron's 88 GTA, and has such a massive following. I was not expecting this. When you lifted this up, I was not expecting to see such great condition in the full engine inside.
And that's me.
Yeah.
The whole time, say when I had my junkyard, this was in the junkyard, and people would walk around.
Yeah.
And they'd say, "What do you want for this?" I'm like, "Buy the whole car."
Okay, save it. Yes,
That's why what's here
Don't pick it
is
apart.
still here.
This is the coolest thing ever. I love this. Pop-up headlights are gone, but that's fine.
No, there's some good ones in the back seat.
This is crazy. Okay, come around the side here. As you said, it's the GTA. You can see the remaining of the GTA, the emblem that was right here.
It's original wheels, and I think those went to 16s. I don't think they're 17s, but they went to honeycomb. No, these aren't the honeycomb.
That's the black black lace? Black layer?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. The ones before that, the 70s, they call them honeycomb.
Yeah, yeah. And you can get them, you see these in the 88 we did, it's gold. These are the black.
Sometimes they have black centers. I've seen gold centers.
Can I open it up?
Yes.
Okay, let's.
It's not locked.
Oh my gosh.
And that's 30 years of dust.
Yeah.
WS.
Oh, it's a WS6.
Yeah.
Yeah, WS6.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I don't want to ding the car next to
Don't
me.
put a scratch in a dent.
Don, you're awesome for doing this, buddy. This is great. So 85,000 miles?
Yeah.
Yeah, 85,000 miles.
Yeah, it's still a baby.
Yeah. Power seats, adjustable seats, the lumbar and everything. Right here, still on the side.
Yeah, this was
AC.
This was a lot. Yeah, this was a pretty optioned out car.
Performance suspension.
Yeah, see
Yeah,
on
it
the
really is, yeah.
see on the back seat. There's the headlight motors.
There it is right
and-
there, yeah, you got the headlights.
Yeah.
Is the trunk open?
Unfortunately, no.
No, it does not.
And I haven't busted it. Probably if I put a battery, I think there's a button.
Yeah,
on
to
these
pop
years.
it open, sure.
Right. That.
Do we know what the color would have been? Is it a faded red metallic color?
It's right here.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it's like the red. Yeah. It's that faded red, it's red metallic it looks like.
Yeah. It's almost like no, it's different. I've got a 85 IROC parked over off to the side here. I'm not really sure. It's almost like not a burgundy, but
kind of burgundy-ish. Our Trans Am experts, Pontiac experts will jump in. This is
yeah, and it's probably all right here.
yeah. Yeah, it's kind of faded out, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of times they put paint codes,
Yep.
tire size, air pressure, VIN. And I always really like this
Yeah.
this this drivetrain.
Uh-huh.
Tune port 700R.
But I love your thought process of, hey, I need a certain part. No, let's take the whole thing.
Yeah, buy the whole car.
Your Camaro here, Gen 2 Camaro,
Yep. 75.
75.
The
Is it a Vegas car? 'Cause I'm just seeing the Nellis Air Force Base tag right down there.
Yeah, I think it's got an old expiration on it. Well, 05.
05. Okay.
It's probably when I bought it. Guy drove it into my old at my old location.
Did he really?
Yeah, drove it in. Said,
Just a classic Camaro, 1975 Camaro. And what's great too about your cars here, sitting out here, this is Las Vegas. It's the desert, so you don't have to worry about rust,
no,
issues like that. They're just they're desert cars.
no, the bodies would just keep going and going and going.
Here you go.
Anything,
Yeah, that Fisher body is gonna last for.
it would last forever.
Yeah. I'm gonna come around the driver's side.
These years were notorious for the interiors could not hold up to the sun.
Oh yeah. Uh huh.
Plastic,
Yeah.
vinyl, it would get baked. But the trade-off is a solid car. Yeah, I think this has the factory tack.
It says 719 miles. We're guessing that it flipped.
It's got a, no, it's probably rolled over.
Yeah.
Is it's got a replacement. The reason I bought it from the guy, looks like they just did a GM crate motor.
Uh huh.
Original style though, 350.
It's got the keys in it, JC.
Yeah,
Hey, it's ready to go.
yeah. I don't know if I have it. No, I think I took the battery. I had it. I
You
had
gonna
it
turn
running.
over?
I had it running yesterday.
You had this right?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
But the battery's not in it now?
I think I took it out and
If you can start this right now, that would be just next level.
I think I. Yep. See,
Okay.
I teased you,
That's all right.
and there's my gas tank.
Oh, there it is right there.
Well, anybody that knows, and most people don't know, if a vehicle's been sitting for more than 2 years,
Yeah.
the gas,
Yeah.
you don't want the old gas to
No.
go into the motor,
Uh-uh.
because the next day it's locked up. It gets right, it coats the intake valves, locks them
you're
up.
done.
Yeah, next day you go to start it and bends all the push rods and.
What did you see? I mean, some people would see this one and say, okay, no, right? And
Yeah.
they wouldn't even consider this, but you see the potential, like Johnny.
Well, the car Johnny purchased from me, it was a car at one time I used as a parts car, but I didn't take so much of it away that it could be put back.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say, why? And I say, well, 30, 40 years ago, there was a lot of these. It was
Yeah.
a lot of these type of cars. And I would sell parts because I had better ones. I'd either sell parts or I would use them on a better car. Fast forward 30, 40 years, they're all gone.
Yeah.
And a lot of them that were good ended up going back east or wrecked, whatever story. They're just,
Yeah, think about it. You go back, people that like wrecked it and just got rid of it. If you go back in time, right? Still keep it.
yeah, they don't think that way.
Yeah,
And they,
yeah.
and they tell me, they're like, I'm like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm the idiot that likes them.
Let's go back and check out some of your trucks.
Like this car, this is you probably know, but it's kind of hard to tell without the doors.
Okay, let's see. Let's see.
It's really hard. Well, there's one thing that calls it out.
It's a Camaro.
Yes.
It's a no side markers.
There you go.
67 Camaro. 67 Camaro. Yes. 67
you're
Camaro.
good. Yeah, that's the call out on that.
You can just see the body type
Yeah.
together. Same. Yeah.
Same. 67.
But yeah, so yeah, 68. You get the side markers on the side here. Yep.
But this car, yeah.
It was a racer, huh?
No. Well, yeah. But
It turned into a racer.
it was, yeah, it's an old racer. But this is a car at one time. If somebody needed a quarter pound, I'm like, sure.
Oh yeah, here,
Sure.
take it.
Yeah,
Take
and it
it.
looks like I cut it off with an axe.
Yeah.
Just Yeah, and it's things. And now guys look at, they're like, well, look how solid it is. I'm like, you got to put yourself back 30, 40 years ago. Yes, it was different days, but I kept it because it still has things that I don't know. Somebody back east would take on the project of putting this back together.
Yeah.
The car Johnny got from me.
Yeah.
The HELLBOUND.
Yeah.
I didn't cut this much of it. I'd cut probably from here down.
Okay.
And actually, when he bought it, he was looking at this, and that was the car that he said he could do himself.
Yeah.
It was in his skill level.
Yeah.
And which I thought was amazing that.
In 1 year, what he did with that car.
Yes.
1 year.
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of Dennis Collins in Coffee Walk, and he does this every week. He rescues cars like this and gets them back on the road.
Right.
Gen 4?
Yes. This, I always get these. I made myself a cheat sheet. Yeah, this is a 95.
95?
No, I'm sorry, 97.
97.
97.
Gen 4, you got, I mean, Gen 3 to Gen 4, it's rounder, that kind of that bubble look to it, more aerodynamic than the Gen 3. Gen 4 is the last generation.
And on these, this generation,
Uh-huh.
I preferred the Firebird body style over the Camaro body style.
Okay, why so?
It's just they had a better look.
Yeah.
It's still a Chevy motor moving the car around.
Yeah.
Because Pontiac, they threw the towel in probably late 70s on their motors, V8s and all.
Airbag?
Yeah.
Old school airbag, just the big bulky airbag
Still there.
right there, yeah.
Yeah. And it's got the LT1,
Okay,
which was like the second.
yeah. We have it here?
Yes. And another one, I purchased it at an auction, and
Oh wow, yeah.
and walking
That is sandwiched in there.
and walking around thinking, okay, cars look like they use it for parts.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay, if that's the situation, motor's got to be bad.
Yeah.
And turned out when I purchased it, I threw a battery and it fired right up.
What's your favorite so far? If you've got a favorite that's jumping out, I like the GTA.
yeah.
I love the GTA.
Okay, my favorite here.
Yeah.
My truck there,
Yes.
which I call the bullet truck.
Okay.
I just recently painted the interior back to the original color.
The gold color?
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually they call it fawn, but
All right.
it's gold. But the outside, I got this truck almost, more than 30 years ago. And this is what the truck looked like for 30 years. And I always thought it was in a fire. Then I thought, all the glass is good. Then I thought it was in a sandstorm. Again, nope, all the glass is good. And my theory for the past maybe 8 years, I think it was next to a factory, like acid rain. Just everything got peeled. All the paint was just peeled off, but it's sealed. It's crazy. I can wash it. Nothing comes off in the rag.
No kidding.
It's crazy. And people ask me if I'm going to clear it. I'm like, no,
No. Yeah.
because it would never be this.
Yeah.
It would be clear that would pop, and it did have
Okay.
it did have some remnants of the paint,
Uh-huh.
and it seemed like everything that was maybe not exposed to the air, the paint stayed,
Okay.
but everything that was exposed to the air just ended up like this. And a lot of people have accused me for the longest time of doing this. I'm like, I didn't do this. I did that.
Yeah, I see
I
that.
did that.
Someone did that.
I made a run because of this. And they've accused me of doing it. And I like, no, I didn't do it, but I can't prove it to you. But I guess I was really bored because I did all the bolts in the bed. I must have just had a lot of time on my hands.
Yeah, right, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Right.
The attention to detail right here with the bolts.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I had a lot of time.
And then you have your collection of Novas back here?
Novas, I love Novas.
Yeah.
But initially I was buying Novas for donor parts for Camaros, because same suspension, rear end, same suspension, and then I fell in love with the Novas. I had the first generation 62 to 67, liked them, didn't like the suspension. Pretty cars, didn't like the suspension.
Firebird 69.
Exactly.
Here's the emblem we were talking about in the first one. That's not right there. You see it? Came out in 69.
And people know I'm famous for rattle can paint jobs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the rattle can. Yeah. And now it's turned into a thing.
83? 84?
7.
What?
87.
87, okay.
Last of this body style.
Okay.
Except for the dualies, the Blazer, I think they went to 89. Until everything switched over to the rounder body style.
Because I just know in 83 or 84, you switched to the stacked headlights with the change in the front.
They did a couple of different grille changes from say 81 to 87.
Okay.
So sometimes it's hard to tell, and then some didn't have the stacked headlights. Some had just a single. So this was the more high end. It was probably Silverado, but probably more the high end.
Yeah.
This is the IROC.
85?
85.
85, the first year of the IROC, 1985.
Before that, they call them a Z28.
Yeah.
The 82, 3, 4. But in 85, it was the IROC Z28 because it's got the tune port also.
And you got the IROC, the Z. Well, you got so many cool things here. The Z28 down here.
IROC on the door.
And the IROC on the door still there.
And these had the 15-inch wheels. I think 87 started doing the 16-inch.
T-tops.
T-top. Interior's kind of typical, sun-baked.
Yes, sun-baked, but
it's there. It's
power windows. Cassette player. Cigarette lighter, right there, up on the dash, Z28 IROC-Z.
Yeah, back in the day, if you were rolling an IROC, you were the guy.
You were. Well, Don, man, thank you so much for taking the time to show us.
Oh, absolutely.
What an amazing collection.
Absolutely.
And if anyone's watching, they have interest in taking something off of Don's hands, reach out to me. I'll get you in touch with Don, and you can get it done.
Like I said, they're all different.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, all different. And it all if I like them, well, of course it's going to be. Yeah. It comes with a higher price.
Yes, exactly.
The ones that I don't care about. Like the kids, I said. Yeah. Kids. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Don. Appreciate it. Thank you all for watching. Let us know what you thought. Is there one that jumped out? Is there one that you saw in the background that we missed? Maybe we'll come back and do more because there's so much to cover. But this is a lot of stories.
Yeah, a lot of history, a lot of stories.
I appreciate your time and your stories as well. And thank you guys for watching.
If you want your car, shop, or collection featured on the show, then shoot us an email at carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. That's carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. And thanks for watching, and be sure and subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes of Cars, Shops, and Collections.
I'm really not a big fan of computers yet.
Yeah.
Maybe one of these days.
Yeah.
One of these
We'll get there.
One of these days. Yeah.
Can you just show everyone your phone real fast, or do you have your phone on you?
Yeah. Which one? I'm kind of double-fisted. Yes.
This one right here. This is what I love right here.
The height of my technology. Yeah. Sorry.
That is fantastic right there.
Yep, there we go.
That's it. That's all you need right there.
Yeah.
Call and text. That's it.
Dumb phone.